Well, hello everyone and welcome. I'm Leon Bourke. I'm a director at AcQuum Consulting, and today what we're doing is taking you through the SunSystems product roadmap. We were updated with the product roadmap earlier this year at a partner conference with Infor, and we're very happy to present this to you today. So thank you for coming along. Firstly, I'd like to pay my respects to First Nations people across Australia and acknowledge their deep-rooted relationship to country. Thank you. Next up, we have won an award. So we've won an award for the SunSystems Cloud Growth Partner of the Year. We're very proud of this. It sits proudly alongside our previous awards, being Best New Partner back in 2013 and also APAC Partner of the Year for the SunSystems product. This award acknowledges the efforts we've made around cloud over the past probably 5 years, really, since we started our cloud journey with Infor SunSystems. But if you have any questions regarding cloud, we are absolutely the right people for you to come and have a chat to. So please, looking now at the agenda for today, I'm going to take you through a brief snapshot, a commercial snapshot of the Infor SunSystems product and the priorities that Infor has for the upcoming 12 months. Then what we'll do is we'll dive into the roadmap. Infor releases functions into the SunSystems product every April and October. Today, I'm going to take you through the April release and also have a look at those things coming up in October as well. We'll then move over and have a look at an audience Q&A. So have your questions at the ready. Some housekeeping. Before we start, you've all got your mics on mute at the moment. We do have a Q&A running, so please feel free to pop any questions that you have in the Q&A, or when we unmute the mics at the end of the session, you'll have a chance to ask questions in person at that point in time. Commercial snapshot. So let's have a look at this. So the thing that sticks out for me with 2025 is the 40% growth in SaaS. So the adoption of the cloud is very much here. So I put that 40% growth down to a couple of things. One is that we now have an Australian tenant. So we now have an APAC tenant located in Australia, and that's very friendly for our time zones for updates and things. So we've seen growth in APAC, and also it's an indication that the market is now well and truly buying cloud. They're two things that I think point to that 40% growth. And the other highlight on this slide is the 406 customers. So that was back in February, that 406, that number is now well over the 450 mark, which is great to see. Drilling down further now onto SunSystems Cloud. SunSystems is absolutely a global product. What we see now in APAC is that of 450 clients that we have running SunSystems Cloud, 34% are in APAC, which is great. And the other thing I think, which is a little highlight on this slide, is the 42% net new customers. If I'm looking to select a software for my finance team, I want to know that people and organizations are buying that software. So the fact that 42% of those 450 odd clients are coming in new to the product is really healthy for the SunSystems product and the SunSystems ecosystem. Moving now and looking at Infor priorities. So what is filling the minds of the Infor business unit at the moment? It's all about SaaS growth. SaaS growth is an absolute focus for the Infor SunSystems independent business unit. And you know that because all the new product functionality goes into the cloud. So SaaS growth is very important. The other thing I just highlight on this slide is the product roadmap. So yep, Infor puts in new features twice a year, April and October. They have a real focus on bringing new functionality into the product that you can take advantage of as soon as it drops into the product. You'll need to talk to us about switching on and the products and getting some training, but just know that the product's growing all the time. So we think that's really cool. Moving now and looking at the development side of the business unit. So where are they spending their time? So the developers of the product, absolutely a cloud-first strategy there. And I think that the thing that you will see coming through the product is the improved user experience with the SunSystems Cloud product. So they're modernizing the UX and they're bringing that up into the product. Now, if you are an on-premise customer and you are absolutely wedded to that type of deployment, so an on-premise deployment, I would encourage you to have a look at SunSystems 6.4 if you're not on there. SunSystems 6.4 will continue to receive critical bug fixes and security enhancements for the foreseeable future. So if you're not on SunSystems 6.4 and you want to stay on premise, have a look at it. Okay, let's shift over now to the roadmap and see what's coming in to the product in April and also beyond. So dashboards. Now, Whilst everyone recognises that Q&A, Infor Q&A is a crack of a product and has delivered a lot in its time along with SunSystems, what Infor does recognise and what we recognise also is that people want to consume information with dashboards. So Infor has listened to this, and what they're doing is they're deploying dashboards into the product with each release. The first thing that they're looking at is the accounts payable and purchasing type dashboards. So back in October last year, they released age payables and also top 5 supplier dashboards. In January, they released average invoice processing time and days paid outstanding dashboards as well. Now, in April, what they've done is they've released an invoice status tracker dashboard, as well as a to-be invoice purchase order lines dashboard. Let's take a look at those now. So with the invoice status tracker, what we have there is a dashboard where you can track the status of your invoices. So to be running this, what you need to do is you need to have SunSystems purchasing there, so SunSystems purchase invoicing. And what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to see approved versus non-approved purchase invoices in the system. What you'll also be able to do is from those dashboards, you'll be able to drill into SunSystems to look at the transactions. The second dashboard that we have is the to be invoiced purchase order lines. So again, to run this one, you'll need the purchasing module of SunSystems, and you'll be able to see the invoices that have been received, but not totally invoiced there. So that'll provide you with insights into cash flow and upcoming spending requirements. Looking further into functional enhancements that have been dropped into the product in April 2026, the big one there for us is the scheduler of exports to PDF, as well as being able to import in via data sends of Q&A, payment profiles, and purchase invoices. Looking at that report scheduler now, we really like this one. We like it because it means that our customers can now run at point in time reports, things like age creditor reports, which are live type of reports, which rely on allocation markers. You'll be able to schedule those reports to run overnight, say on the 31st of the month, and then they'll be ready for consumption the next day when you get into the office. So that's a really cool use case, we believe, that people will like that, as well as scheduling month-end reports at the end of the month, getting those out overnight, and looking at ledger imports as well. So we can schedule reports over the ledger import table, which is a really cool feature. So if you've got upstream imports coming into SunSystems and you want to see which ones have failed, which ones have succeeded, you can use Q&A report scheduler to output PDF reports on those now. So the other thing that we thought would be a good use case for it is the running of overnight debtor-related reports, so that you can have a real focus for your sales execs looking at debts that have been paid and those that are outstanding as well. So we do like the scheduler. We think that you'll get a lot of good use out of it. Looking across to e-invoicing now, e-invoicing, it is absolutely coming. It's a requirement now in Europe. And we're talking about here the electronic transfer of data between suppliers and buyers. Up until now, what Infor's done is they've relied on third-party solutions for e-invoicing. What we see now is that this has been brought into the Infor stable and Infor suite of products for the invoicing requirement, the e-invoicing requirement. So if you have a requirement around that, please get in touch. Integration now. Infor SunSystems is a best-in-market financial solution. So we service the office of the CFO, and to do that properly, what we need to do is we need to have good integrations with upstream systems, things like HMS systems in hospitality and management systems in financial services. So we need to have really good integration capabilities, and this is an ongoing focus for the Infor SunSystems business unit. You'll see a lot of API improvements coming through the product, and the April release is no exception. Looking out now to October. So October is the second time that you'll see new functionality dropped into the product. No surprises, there's more dashboards coming. So we've had a focus up to now on creditors and purchasing. When we get to October, what we'll see age receivable type dashboards. We'll have CFO type dashboards as well. So this should be quite cool in October. More API improvements occur in October. And also we will see the re-emergence, I guess, of the Q&A macro builder. Q&A macro builder used to be in a Q&A 10. Infor's recognised that people do like to string different things together in Excel. So Q&A macro builder is coming back into the product. We like this one too. Another functional release coming into the product in October 2026, and that is that you'll be able to save your Q&A workbooks directly and automatically into Infor document management. We think this is really handy around ledger transfers, so ledger imports basically. You'll have a Q&A workbook which will have a journal template on it, and then you may have a bunch of supporting working papers that act as the working papers for that journal. What you'll be able to do is you'll be able to click data send, so you'll be able to send that data into SunSystems. It will automatically give you a journal number or a journal key. That journal key will be saved along inside the data send workbook, and you'll be able to access that through your account inquiries. So you'll be able to access the workbook from that particular journal number or journal key. We like this. It's good for audit. It's good for simplifying your data storage or your Excel storage as well. So that's coming. Now, another roadmap item is AI. AI is absolutely front and center in most people's conversations when we talk about technology now. Infor is absolutely the same. Infor is going to offer up a couple of options within AI. So we'll be able to use the generative AI tools within the Infor suite of products, and Infor will also serve up that information via API so that you can utilize your own AI technologies as well. So Infor sees that reporting inquiries is a natural place for us to be using AI, as well as reconciliations. So you'll see more and more coming into the product with regard to AI, and it's very clear that they want to create not just something sitting off to the side, but something that's got context and is complete in its delivery. So we'll watch this space type item. Now, that covers off all of the roadmap items that we have for April and October coming up. We'll definitely run another one of these sessions towards the end of September or October for the second release. But what we have a request of you. We at AcQuum, what we do is we've got a library of videos, tips and tricks that the team has put together and that we put up onto our website. It's a growing video library, and what we want to do is we want to take requests for topics. So if you've got things that you want us to put short videos on, a little instructional training videos, let us know. Get in touch, and what we'll do is we'll do our best to put together those videos. They'll cover SunSystems, they'll cover EPM as well. So please get in touch. Let us know what you need the support on. And with that, what we'll do is we'll wish you a wonderful day and have a great rest of the week. Okay, thank you.